everyone, Sableye here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are here rocking some early format battle stadium for you guys. We've got Murkrow, we've got Gholdengo, and I think that's all we really need. But I'm looking forward to actually trying on the ladder. I did stream my initial attempt up to Master Ball with a very unrefined team, but I feel like the team is a lot more refined, a lot more fine-tuned now, so it should be able to get the job done for us, get some content out there for you guys, and Murkrow Gholdengo is just fun. Also, Clients are on the other side of the field, but let me know what you guys think of the format so far, how you're liking terrestrialization, but most importantly, the question of the day today is, what Pokemon are you most excited to use in Scarlet and Violet? For me, I mean, I really want to make Scarlet work, and I know it can work, so that's how we're rocking it. That's what we're rocking with right now. We're rocking, no Scarlet today, but Gholdengo today. We'll get Scarlet in there eventually, but generally speaking, guys, I would have the rental team or the Pokepaste down below. I will leave the Pokepaste today, no rental team, just because I am still missing a few correct Terras on my team, and I don't necessarily want to give you guys a rental team that's unable to be changed anyways, so it'll be the Pokepaste down below today. Maybe I should actually lock in and see what's going on my opponent's side, but Hippowdon, Lycanroc, so we've got the Sand. Generally speaking here, Garchomp is fantastic. Like, there's not a whole lot they can really do to threaten my Garchomp. Azumarill late game also cleans, but I think I lead Azumarill. Do I go Murkrow here? I could just go Murkrow Chomp, honestly. I mean, it's a little straightforward and linear, but I don't know what they do versus it. I have Azumarill on the back end. I'm tempted to go Amoonguss, just because it should be able to 1v1 the Rotom in the end game. Along with my Rotom would have been decent, but given the fact that they've got a Hippowdon and a Lycanroc, my Rotom becomes a little less happy. I could have also gone Gholdengo, but they have their own Chomp. They've got a Hippowdon. It just didn't feel the same, right? I think Amoonguss patches everything we needed it to patch there. So we're gonna get Kingambit Lycanroc. Yo, the double shiny. Let's go. Alright, shiny sandwiches are broken in this game, by the way. But anyways, Kingambit Lycanroc. This is what Murkrow Garchomp does. This is going to be Tailwind. This is going to be, I think I'm just going to get greedy. Generally speaking, I wouldn't advise clicking Terra turn 1. Actually, why am I? I know I probably get the KO, but I probably get a good chunk of KOs anyways without it. So I'm just going to Earthquake and save my Terra for a potential late game. And they're going to hard switch out anyways, so I'm gonna be honest here. You can't be too concerned. So Lycanroc probably remains faster. I also never knew shiny Hippowdon was that color. Like, I did not know it was that off green like that. Like, I knew like the whole female and the male thing, but like I've never bothered looking into what shiny Hippowdon actually looks like. But Earthquake, we're gonna be faster than that Lycanroc. It's dead. Never mind. It's not gonna be Sash, and we're gonna crit the Hippowdon, and that is how we do it. No, but honestly, the crit Hippowdon probably only matters in the long run. But Murkrow gets chipped by the Sand, not super important. And I think at this point, I mean, their Garchomp's coming in. I'm tempted to foul play and Terra, and just Terra now. Yeah, I think that really just nothing really. I mean, I might get yawned. I don't think Hippowdon Ice Fang, but I should survive. And since I'm fat, yeah. By the way, guys, this is meant to be Terra Dark on Murkrow. And just strictly for the fact that if I ever needed to click Foul Play on Murkrow, I would click Foul Play with Terra Dark and maybe get some extra damage, maybe pick up a KO. You could also argue Terra Ghost to avoid like fake outs and E-speeds, but for right now, I am meant to be Terra Dark. It is not Terra Dark, which is one of the main things I want to point out here, because if you do guys take the paste, I want you guys to be able to win with it, right? I don't want you to struggle with a pace that I give you guys, right? I want the team to be known. Like, I want every issue to be known. I want it out there, you know? Amoonguss is also supposed to be Terra Water on this team, because it's really the only way we deal with, like, immediate Torkoal stuffs. But thankfully, that's not going to be a problem for us right now. But Gholdengo, and we've got the family of mice. Now, if you guys watched my stream the other night, you guys know how much I now hate these mice. I wasn't scared of mice before, but now I'm scared of mice. So we're going to have to consider how this works. So I feel like Garchomp is still really, really good, and Nihilape is a tiny bit concerning. I know I have my Amoonguss set up to be able to live the final gambit from Annihilate, which I feel like is optimal here. I definitely still want Garchomp. I just don't know if it's worth it for me to try and necessarily match the Tailwind. Right? I feel like a Moongus, Chomp, Rotom, and almost Azumarill is better than trying to force myself to match Tailwind here. Gholdengo just doesn't want to be here. Gholdengo just doesn't want to be here. So we're gonna rock with this right now. We'll probably get a third game in for you guys today, given the fact that that first one was literally 2 minutes. But I also very desperately need to update my profile picture, or my trainer card, I guess you could call it. Is it still called a trainer card? I don't know. We'll call it a trainer card. But speaking of Gholdengo, there you go. The golden boy is here. We've got a Moongus. We've got Garchomp. So here's the thing. I could Terra Earthquake, hard pivot. That's just correct, right? But do I waste a Terra? I think I have to. Do I have to? I don't necessarily have to here. I'm not going to waste a Terra because for whatever reason, this could like randomly decide to be Terra flying Gholdengo. And then at that point we cry. So Earthquake should do enough. They're not doing a whole lot of damage to my Rotom anyways. Garchomp's not going to appreciate this damage, but that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. They don't click Tailwind. We get an Earthquake off before the Gholdengo attacks. Wish I would have Terra'd now though, because I probably would have picked up the KO. But I don't think we get it now unless they're like max speed. No bulk. But they should have a little bit of bulk, I would imagine. Yeah. They should have a little bit of bulk, I would imagine. Are going to be able to survive that. That is most certainly Specs or a crit on Garchomp. That's got to be Specs. There's no way it just does that much, right? I'm going to leave Gholdengo in. Honestly, right now, it doesn't concern me. I'm going to break the Murkrow Sash, which is most likely the case. I'm just going to Protect. Play it nice and slow. The -1 Gholdengo, assuming it is Choice Specs here, doesn't concern me. There's the Tailwind just to try to get Gholdengo some sort of attack right here. Keeping my Garchomp alive is important. It's going to make it rain again. We already saw Rotom basically eat that for breakfast, so it's going to eat it even more so now. This is going to be a light appetizer for Rotom, yeah. Rotom tanking that very, very well. Just sitting here and being exactly that. Murkrow is actually not going to be Focus Sashed as well, which is arguably bad. Because if Murkrow Sashed, Rotom's safe to kill Gholdengo next turn. I leave the Rotom and I leave Murkrow on 1. It's no longer a threat. However, now this potentially gives them the mouse in Tailwind. And if they get the mouse in Tailwind, it's super concerning. Because I really can't do much versus it. But they're going to bring in the Garchomp. So, the Gholdengo's -2, right? Is it worth Terra Electric here so that Rock Slide doesn't kill me? In which case, I would go Terra Electric and burn the Garchomp. I don't hate that. And that's exactly what I'm taunted. I'm taunted. So I'm just going to Protect. Never mind, I'm taunted. I'm not that smart. I'm not that smart, I guess. I'm just going to drop a regular Thunderbolt into Gholdengo. Not going to waste a Terra in case I do die anyways. And I do feel like a Moongus is the best switch in. Because I want to save my Azumarill here. I also want to save my Garchomp. Because it could be faster than their Garchomp. But hopefully at the very worst case scenario, it's a speed tie. We are max speed here, so once Gholdengo goes down, there's the rocks. I should have considered that. Rotom's alive though, and it should be able to eat the Make It Rain, which is nice. They're -2, so they're not doing that much damage right now. Rotom eats that very well. And, I mean, killing Gholdengo, never mind, I was going to say is almost worse for me, but we're not going to kill Gholdengo, so it doesn't matter. One more turn of Tailwind or 2? 2, right? Yeah, okay, 2 more turns of Tailwind. I mean, Taunt is gone. I think this is an easy Protect. And I'm going to go for the Spore into the Garchomp. Because, like I said, the -3 Gholdengo right now does not scare me in the slightest. They can't really click Earthquake right now either because they're forced to click. Because if they're Earthquake, they kill their own Gholdengo. So Amoonguss is pretty safe to survive the turn here. The Gholdengo is -3. It's not a concern. I'm going to ignore it. Like, I plan on fully, completely ignoring it until I actually need to kill it here. Make it rain one more time. You can only make it rain so many times, man. You're running out of dollar bills. They are running out of dollar bills to make it rain, and Amoonguss is going to tank it very, very nicely. Now, please no flinch. Amoonguss is going to get that spore into the Garchomp, and that's going to make this endgame a lot cleaner. Okay, so I'm going to pivot out Rotom. I do want to save it. Do I? Do I want to save Rotom? Is it worth it? Actually, no. Rotom doesn't die. I Thunderbolt that slot every time. And I would Spore it. I'm going to clear... comes in. Spore. Spore is correct. They're going to leave it on the field. That's fine. I was going to... I'm clicking Spore because I'm calling the fact that they might try to switch out and reset this thing. Obviously, that's not what they intended on doing right there. Gholdengo's special attack is going to go down once more. Thunderbolt's going to come out. I know Spore is going to look really dumb right now, but it was meant to call, like, if they decide, hey, I'm going to switch out right here, this is the play, right? Like, and that covers for that, right? If they switch out Gholdengo, I get the Spore into that slot, and from that point on, we're pretty much set. It's a little scary still, because we're very, very low. Literally everything we own is low, but it's a Hydreigon in the endgame here. Is intriguing. Now, the question is, what pieces do I want to save? I mean, Azumarill is amazing endgame, so I definitely am not tossing that away. It's more so of a question of, do I want to toss Garchomp away? Or do I just let both go down and then have Garchomp? I think that's the play, right? I think I let both go down. Now, if they want to Terra Steel, I'm going to Overheat. They're both resisted anyways. Overheat's the stronger move, and I will go for the Spore into Hydreigon. Just a Tailwind. If Garchomp can remain asleep, this is really good. If Garchomp wakes up, it's concerning. Okay, that's good. We're going to get the Spore into the Hydreigon, and we're going to get an Overheat for some decent chip damage here. And I'm going to have to find a way... Good damage. I'm going to have to find a way to reset Amoonguss, I think. Because I can't safely get Azumarill in, and that becomes the problem right now. Azumarill is winning me this game. It's a matter of finding a way to get it on the field without losing so much. I think I'm going to have to... You know what I do? I'm going to Wisp, and I'm going to gamble on the Amoonguss on the Azumarill coming in. I just feel like it's one of those ones where I can afford to come on the field and chill around. Now, I'm protecting Rotom because I want to set up the Perish Song endgame. I don't have Aqua Jet, and there's a chance that Play Rough misses the KO on a bulkier Garchomp. So I'm definitely not going to risk that. Garchomp does decide to wake up. Did I not protect? Ignore me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I should have protected because I could set up Perish endgame. But it shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so here's the thing, right? I Dragon Claw Hydreigon, and I Play Rough Garchomp. I don't see the issue with that turn. They're going to Terra because they have no choice at this point. It's probably going to be Hydreigon to try and keep themselves alive. But it's the fact of the matter that I can still get the sleep turns here. And I should have clicked Perish. There's no excuse for me to not click Protect Garchomp and Perish. And then Protect and swap into... Yeah, the Hydreigon does manage to stay asleep, though. I still definitely should have clicked Perish, by the way. Rock Slide's coming out. Garchomp is going to dodge, actually. That is beautiful. Azumarill is going to take it. And Garchomp with the Claw. It's either Scarf Garchomp on the other Tailwind. Never mind. And Play Rough is coming out. Not going to kill the Garchomp. Like I said, the bulkier Garchomps are going to survive those. And this is where the problem actually becomes. And I should have clicked Perish. I said I was going to set up the Perish endgame, I just never did. Now, they still have Tailwind, right? One more turn. So I most certainly am protecting Garchomp here. And I think it's just a double protect. I think double protect is just correct. This is where not having Aqua Jet on Azumarill is problematic. I have made the switch to Aqua Jet, so that will be reflected in the paste I send you guys. But for right now, I mean, I don't have it. So there's a Flash Cannon. Yeah, okay. So they're going to go after Azumarill. Right? They know Azumarill is my win con here. And a Rock Slide. Okay, so the Tailwind is now gone. Where's the win con? The win con is questionable. So we're faster than Hydreigon. I think can I Dragon Claw Garchomp? I don't think I can afford to. But I have to. I have to. I have no choice. I Dragon Claw Garchomp and I have to pivot and I have to win this speed tie now. The way I played the game, I forced myself into the speed tie because I'm dumb and didn't click Perish Song. Like, I have the win con in this position and I just didn't click it, which is just sad. But it's fine. Amoonguss is going to come in, going to try and save ourselves here. We are going to win the speed tie. Garchomp is going to go down. Is Rough Skin going to kill me? Garchomp's going to faint. I didn't see the HP bar. And I do go down. Terra Steel Flash Cannon is going to come out now. Amoonguss needs to live this or I think we lose. Amoonguss does survive and that should seal the game with a Rage Powder Liquidation. So despite the misplay, the team's still going to pull through that. But Azumarill was just too good in this endgame. We did get bailed out a little bit on that Rock Slide dodge on the Garchomp play. But I am going to Terra Water just to make sure I get the kill. And that also makes Flash Cannon weaker onto me. And I will just Rage Powder. Shouldn't matter. This should seal the game. If they're somehow safety goggles and they Dark Pulse calling my Terra Water, congratulations. But I can't see that being the case here. The case should just be this should be going Flash Cannon. They need to pray that I don't click Rage Powder. Or if they have some sort of spread move, maybe like a Bulldoze, which would be unlikely given the fact that they should be special. It should be Dragon Move, Flash Cannon, Tailwind, Protect in my opinion. There's the Flash Cannon one more time. This is going to go into the Rage, Powdering Amoonguss, and the Azumarill is going to finish off this Hydreigon with ease. So, little rocky endgame there because I just played it very badly. But should have, like I said, if I click Perish, all I then have to do is protect, switch out, game over, protect. Right? Just stall out those final turns. And that's what I love about Perish Song on Azumarill right now. Is that the format doesn't have the massive heavy hitters. So if you get to an endgame like that, you click Perish Song, and you can stall it out pretty easy, relatively easily. It's not always perfect, but it works pretty well. It's also very nice for the Dondozo matchups. So, like, then I have, like, my Dondozo matchup is I can Spore it if they're not safety goggles. I can Clear Smog it with Amoonguss. I have Haze on Murkrow, and I have Perish Song on Azumarill. So I have options for Dondozo, and that's, I think, what I like most about this team. Unfortunately, I can't seem to play them on ladder. Hopefully we can pull it next. I'd like to showcase some of those, but finally making some progress on the ladder here, which isn't too bad. So like I said, we'll get one more game in for you guys here. I'll probably use this team tomorrow as well, or in the next video as well, just because it's good to get good to get some content. We're gonna get Arctic. Arctic, what do you got for us? Yo, Breloom though. Okay, so personally, I love Breloom. Probably one of my favorite mons of all time. Definitely top. I don't know if it's top 10, but it's definitely top 20. It's definitely up there. I do love my boy Breloom. So, Murkrow, Breloom, Rotom, T-Tar, Garchomp, GholdenGO. So, Gholdengo very, very good right here. So, you guys are going to get to see me go Gholdengo mode here at some point. It's just a matter of when I want to bring it. I don't know if I really necessarily want to lead it in front of a Garchomp. Like, it doesn't really seem like it's all that great for me at that spot. So, I'm going to lead the Murkrow. I think leading Murkrow, potentially tying Tailwinds, keeping things like that. Almost want Rotom Heat for Will-O-Wisp pressure. Pressures the Gholdengo as well. Pressures the Murkrow. And I think I just go Garchomp, Gholdengo. Azumarill's not all that great. It's going to be really, really difficult for me to kill Rotom Wash. And I realized that this weekend at the side event at Toronto Regionals. Because sadly, we didn't have the actual VGC event. Like, we didn't actually have a VGC part to the regional this weekend. But the regional was like half hour from my house. I'm like, I'm not going to not show up. So there was Scarlet and Violet side events. And I realized this weekend that, hey, I cannot hit Rotom Wash for the life of me. So, speaking of which, there you go, Rotom Wash. They should be tailwinding Hydro Pumping here. I have Snarl. It's a really cool tech onto Indeedee Armarouge. If they decide to not Terra, you get the Earthquake Snarl and you kill the Armarouge, which is really, really nice. But generally speaking, you force them into the Terra. But once you force them into the Terra, it's a little easier to play around. But let's see. I think I could protect. I could risk going for a dodge or something like that. But I think just protect Snarl right now is my best play. And then that's going to stagger Tailwinds as well. And what I can do is Tailwind Thunderbolt, kill their Murkrow on the following turn. And from there, we're in a good spot. Because they shouldn't be going after Murkrow here. They should Tailwind. Yeah. So worst case scenario, they Thunderbolt Murkrow. I live on Focus Sash. And from there, we're still fine. But like I said, that's the play they have to make. Because Rotom Heat scares their back end. And we're going to get our Snarl off to connect. It's going to break this potential sash on Murkrow and allow my Rotom to actually probably survive a Hydro Pump now. Meaning I can safely Thunderbolt Murkrow with no problem. Now, granted, I could Terra Electric right now. That's fine. I don't care about the Quash. And this is why I dropped Quash on mine. It's like, okay, you Quashed me, but you still don't kill me, and I'm still going to kill you. Right? There's a lot of scenarios like that I found with the Quash. We're actually going to dodge the Hydro Pump, and I think that might just seal this one. Thunderbolt's going to come on out. It's going to hit the Murkrow. Shit, doesn't actually kill the Murkrow, which is a little annoying, but it's fine. I'll Snarl again. I have nothing else, nothing better to do. And I think if I'm gonna Snarl, I still have to kill Murkrow because I want to have the speed control. I want to be the one with the speed control here. So they can go ahead and Quash my Rotom again. They're actually gonna hard switch Murkrow out. Do they have Garchomp coming in? That would make the most sense. It's fine. It's fine. I get some Snarl chip damage. I'm faster than Rotom as well. No, I'm not faster. Is that Scarf Rotom? Because we both have Tailwind up. Unless I just, for whatever reason, didn't set it up. But I wanted to set Tailwind up. Did I not? Buttons. Yeah, we both have Tailwind up. So that, I'm under the impression that that's Scarf Rotom. Which makes the Quash play even more questionable. But besides the point. I am going to switch out here. I am going to get my own Garchomp in. And I'm going to try and burn their Garchomp. I think you're going to see Rock Slide. I think you're going to try and get them to double my Murkrow here. So I'm going to call that. I might get flinched. I might lose Rotom to the double up. But if I lose Rotom to a Rock Slide double up, I mean, I get Murkrow in, and then I get Garchomp in front of their Garchomp, and I'm still content. There's a Hydro Pump. Finally going to go out. Like I said, it's going into that Chomp. They are going to go after my Murkrow there with ease. Garchomp's going to dodge. So Garchomp very slick today with these dodges. That did so much damage. It's Life Orb. That's why. We are going to Wisp, and we are going to connect. That's beautiful. Okay, that's the position we want to be in. You really can't get a better spot than this. Because now they probably won't be terrestrializing their burned Garchomp. Their Rotom is -2. The opposing team's Tailwind is now gone as well. So now we're just faster. I am going to just Dragon Claw Garchomp. I'm going to go for that kill. And I do think I want to pivot. And I think Gholdengo is the wave. Because with a burned Garchomp, and I mean, I'd have to eat a -2 Hydro Pump. But I still think Gholdengo is the play to switch in here. I want to keep Rotom around for that late game Murkrow. And potentially their Gholdengo in the late game as well. So at this point, they're either protecting their Garchomp or their Garchomp's dying. And that's fine. And Rotom should be clicking Hydro Pump. I think they're locked into it at this point. Should have Dragon Clawed Rotom there, but I wanted to make sure Gholdengo got in pretty harmlessly. So I think they should chip Garchomp down. But it's fine. Gholdengo ate. Gholdengo eats that pretty well. They get chipped down onto Garchomp. So it's one of those ones now where with Tailwind gone, I mean, I could just Dragon Claw Garchomp and stay in an attack with Gholdengo with a nice little Shadow Ball. And I'm tempted to do it. I just worry that I die if I lose the speed tie. But I don't want to play to the... Because they might try to switch around. I'm going to Shadow Ball. I'm going to stay in a Shadow Ball. If they try to switch around or if I lose the speed... Like, there's so many more options where this is just a better play. Because they think my Garchomp's going to kill their Garchomp. That this always, I think, is more optimal. That also is fine. I guess big Shadow Ball into something here. Gholdengo should be able to survive a burned perfect. No complaints about hitting Breloom right here. That's beautiful. And I win the speed tie. That's literally gorgeous. Rough Skin's a little unfortunate, but I mean, that's what you expect when you hit a Garchomp. So, Chomp's going to go down. We're going to get a nice Life Orb Shadow Ball into this Breloom. Probably should take it to Sash. Breloom, not really known for its bulk. And there you go. There's the Sash. So, still got a little bit of a game to close out here. They do still have their Murkrow. But this is why I kept Rotom. Because Rotom actually wins this end game. Still. I'm going to make it rain. I don't see a reason not to. And I think, if anything, I'm going to double Murkrow. Because realistically speaking, Breloom has to go Grass Move into Gholdengo here to get a kill. And Murkrow has to click Tailwind. Murkrow is going to click Tailwind. And now I'm going to kill their Murkrow. Or they're going to go after my Garchomp. They're going to Spore. That's fine. And it hits the Garchomp. Make It Rain's going to get 2 KOs. And it's Rotom Wash versus the world. Right? They were forced into that once they got the switch in and were down to Sash. Right? They either had to Spore or pray desperately that Bullet Seed was going to kill my Gholdengo there. Which from that range I don't think it was. But obviously piloted a little bit off of those Hydro Pump misses earlier on. Not going to say that those didn't matter at all, because they definitely did help me and aid in this positioning. It's the reason why this win is going to be so dominant. But I do think this team has a lot of potential. It's just good stuffs, guys. It's just early format good stuffs. There is nothing crazy going on here. But honestly, for right now, I'm just going to burn to turn to sleep. I think at this point I just lose. I'll accept the fact that Gholdengo can go down. And if they just ignore Gholdengo, they can continue to ignore Gholdengo. Garchomp's even going to live that on 3. Is going to wake up. Going to get the Dragon Claw off into the Rotom. And this is this double up. We'll just take it down. So nice little RNG game there for me here. We'll take it for sure. Gholdengo just adds insult to injury with the crit. Honestly, though, I've been loving this team early format. It seems super consistent. I had an Arcanine originally. A few different items here and there. But the team is just seemingly so consistent. Like, Murkrow, Garchomp, Gholdengo is just so good. They're just so good, and especially teams that just don't have answers to them. And I think that's the story of the day. It's literally, yeah, it's literally they just kind of had fun. Azumarill came in handy a little bit, but nothing too crazy there. It's a lot of just Garchomp today. But with that, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do enjoy the content, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. And with that, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to stop rambling, and I will catch you guys in a future video.